Hi, welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, American Idol. Let's get started. I just saw the finale of American Idol.
Who won?
Candace Glover.
Do you think she deserved to win?
Yeah, I thought she was the best this season. I was rooting for her.
I had a friend named Kate who tried out for American Idol.
How did she do?
Not good. She didn't even get through the very first round. She didn't get a chance to sing for the celebrity judges.
Oh well, there's always next year to try out.
Yep.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who saw the finale of American Idol?
Mike. Mike saw the finale of American Idol.
Has Mike seen the finale of American Idol?
Yes, Mike just saw the finale of American Idol.
Does Shawnee know who won American Idol?
No, Shawnee doesn't know who won American Idol.
Did Shawnee watch the American Idol finale?
No, Shawnee didn't watch the American Idol finale.
Who won American Idol?
Candace Glover. Candace Glover won American Idol.
Is Mike a fan of Candace Glover?
Yes, he is a fan of Candace.
Did Mike think Candace was the worst this season?
No, he didn't think she was the worst. He thought she was the best.
Does Shawnee know anyone who tried out for American Idol?
Yes, Kate. Shawnee's friend Kate tried out for American Idol.
Did Kate do well?
No, poor Kate didn't even get past the first round.
Did Kate sing for the judges?
Nope, Kate didn't get a chance to sing in front of the judges.
Why didn't Kate get to sing for the judges?
She didn't get through the first round. They didn't even let her out of the parking lot. I guess she was pretty bad. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Angelina Jolie. Let's get started.
Do you know which actress I really like?
No, who?
Angelina Jolie. I think she's a good actress and a great humanitarian.
Yeah, she used her fame to help others. How many kids does she have?
Well, I know she adopted 3 children from different countries, and then Angelina and Brad Pitt had 3 of their own children.
That's a big family.
Big families are fun. I grew up in a big family. I have 4 sisters.
Wow, that's big. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Does Mike know which actress Shawnee really likes?
No, he doesn't know which actress Shawnee really likes.
Does Shawnee think Angelina Jolie is a great humanitarian?
Yes, she does. Shawnee thinks Angelina is a great humanitarian.
Why is she a great humanitarian?
She helps people. She uses her fame to help people.
Does Shawnee think Angelina is a bad actress?
No, she doesn't think Angelina is a bad actress. She thinks she's a good actress.
How many kids did she adopt?
3. She adopted 3 kids.
Did she adopt all 3 of her children from the USA?
No, she adopted her children from different parts of the world.
Do Angelina and Brad Pitt have their own children?
Yes, they have 3 biological children.
Does Mike think that Angelina has a big family?
Yes, he thinks that Angelina has a big family.
Does Shawnee think big families are boring?
No, not at all. Shawnee doesn't think big families are boring. She thinks big families are fun.
Did Shawnee grow up in a big family?
Yes, Shawnee grew up in a big family.
How many sisters does Shawnee have?
4. Shawnee has 4 sisters. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Apple. Okay, let's get started. I can't wait to get the latest iPhone.
Yeah, me too.
Steve Jobs was amazing. He made Apple one of the most famous companies in the world.
Yeah, didn't Apple almost go bankrupt a while back?
Yeah, but the iPod saved them.
The iPod sold like hotcakes. Everyone was buying them.
Everything Apple made after that was a hit.
I think the iPhone was their coolest invention.
Yeah, I love my iPhone. I can't live without it. It does everything.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing phone.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What is Mike excited to get?
The latest iPhone. Mike can't wait to get the latest iPhone.
Is Mike excited to get a BlackBerry?
No, Mike is excited to get the new iPhone.
What does Mike think of Steve Jobs?
He's amazing. Mike thinks Steve Jobs is amazing.
Does Mike hate Steve Jobs?
No, he thinks he is amazing.
What did Steve Jobs make?
Apple. Steve Jobs made Apple.
What nearly went bankrupt?
Apple. Apple nearly went bankrupt.
So did Apple go bankrupt?
No, Apple almost went bankrupt.
What saved the Apple company from going bankrupt?
The iPod. The iPod saved the company from going bankrupt.
What sold like hotcakes?
iPods. iPods sold like hotcakes.
Was anyone buying the iPod?
Yes, everyone was buying the iPod. They sold like hotcakes.
Was everything Apple made after the iPod a flop?
No, everything Apple made after the iPod was a hit.
Was the iPad a flop?
No, it was a hit too.
Does Shawnee think the iPhone was their dumbest invention?
No, Shawnee thinks the iPhone was their coolest invention.
Can Mike live without his iPhone?
Nope. No, Mike can't live without his iPhone.
What would Mike do if he didn't have his iPhone?
He couldn't live. Mike couldn't live without his iPhone. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, The Beatles. Let's get started. Do you know who the Fab Four are?
The Beatles, of course. Do you think I've been living under a rock my whole life?
Well, can you name all four?
Let's give it a go. There are Ringo, John, Paul, and George.
You got it.
Guess how many records they've sold?
I have no clue. Like a gazillion?
Actually, they've sold over 1 billion records.
Wow, they must be loaded.
Can you imagine being one of the guys who got kicked out of the band before they got famous?
No way. That would be the worst. They would definitely be kicking themselves if they dropped out or got kicked out of the band.
The poor guys didn't get to share in the wealth or the fame.
That would suck. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who are the Fab Four?
The Beatles. The Beatles are known as the Fab Four.
Why are they called the Fab Four?
They're fabulous. The Fab Four are fabulous.
Can Shawnee name all the members of the Beatles?
Yes, she can name all four.
Who are they?
Ringo, John, Paul, and George.
Would it have sucked to have dropped out or got kicked out of the band?
Yes, it would have sucked big time.
Why would it have sucked?
It would have sucked because they wouldn't have got to share in the wealth or fame.
Did Mike correctly guess how many records the Beatles sold?
No, he guessed a gazillion. It was over 1 billion. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Blue Man Group. Let's get started. I went to the Blue Man Group last night. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
Oh yeah, I saw them last year in Boston. It was awesome.
Remember when people come in late to their seats?
Yeah, that was funny how they stopped the show and put the lights on them to embarrass them.
That would be so embarrassing.
My favorite part of the show was when they were drumming and the paint was flying everywhere.
What about at the end, when everyone in the audience unrolls the paper from the walls and it looks like waves from the ocean?
Yeah, that was so cool. The whole show was non-stop entertainment.
Oh man, I want to see it again. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What did Mike go to see last night?
The Blue Man Group. Mike went to see the Blue Man Group.
Did Mike sit around watching TV last night?
No, Mike went to see the Blue Man Group last night.
Did Shawnee see the Blue Man Group before?
Yes, Shawnee saw the Blue Man Group last year in Boston.
Did Shawnee see the Blue Man Group in New York?
No, Shawnee didn't see the Blue Man Group in New York. She saw it in Boston.
What happened when people arrived late to the show?
They stopped the show and put the lights on them to embarrass them.
Does Mike think it would be funny if he arrived late to the show?
No, Mike doesn't think that it would be funny if he arrived late to the show. He thinks it would be embarrassing.
Was Shawnee's favorite part of the show when they danced?
No, Shawnee's favorite part of the show was when the Blue Man Group was drumming and paint was flying everywhere.
What happens at the end of the show?
At the end of the show, the audience unrolls paper from the walls.
Was the show boring?
No, the show wasn't boring. The show was non-stop entertainment.
Does Mike want to see it again?
Yes, he wants to see the Blue Man Group again.
Why would he want to see it again?
Because it was non-stop entertainment. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Brad Pitt. Let's get started.
Do you think Brad Pitt will ever win an Oscar?
No, he's a pretty good actor, but I don't think he'll ever rise above that pretty boy image he has.
I don't know. He's obviously really good looking, but I think he's becoming a better and better actor as the years go by. Did you see The Curious Case of Benjamin Button or Troy? Those are great movies. He did a great job in those.
The only movie of his that I really liked was Fight Club. That was awesome.
That movie World War Z was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was all right, but if you think he'll win an Oscar, don't hold your breath.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for him.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Does Mike think Brad Pitt will win an Oscar?
No. Mike thinks he's a pretty good actor, but he won't win an Oscar.
Why not?
Mike doesn't think he'll ever rise above that pretty boy image he has.
What image does he have?
He has a pretty boy image.
Does Shawnee think he's becoming a better actor?
Yes, she thinks he's becoming a better and better actor as the years go by.
Who's becoming a better actor as the years go by?
Brad Pitt is.
Does Shawnee think he did a good job in Troy?
Yes, she thought he did a great job.
What movie of his did Mike like?
Fight Club. He thought it was awesome.
Did Mike think Fight Club was boring?
No, he thought it was awesome.
Does Mike like all his movies?
No, Fight Club was the only one Mike liked.
Why is Shawnee going to keep her fingers crossed?
So that Brad Pitt will win an Oscar.
What is Shawnee going to do to help him win an Oscar?
She's going to keep her fingers crossed.
Is she going to keep her toes crossed?
No, not her toes. She's going to keep her fingers crossed. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Brazil. Let's get started. Guess who's going to the World Cup in Brazil?
Shut up, you're not.
Yep, just booked my flight and hotel.
Who are you going with?
Me and Steve. Steve's dad got us tickets to 3 games.
That's awesome. I'm so jealous. Are you guys going to have time to do some sightseeing when you're there?
No, we're strapped for time. We're basically going to be watching the games and then hitting the beaches in Rio de Janeiro.
Going to Brazil is on my bucket list. I really want to go see the carnival.
Well, let's make a plan to go sometime.
Okay, that'd be a blast.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What is Brazil hosting?
The World Cup. Brazil is hosting the World Cup.
Who is going to the World Cup in Brazil?
Mike. Mike is going to the World Cup in Brazil.
Is Mike going to the World Cup alone?
No, Mike is going with Steve.
Who's Steve?
Mike's friend. Steve is Mike's friend.
How did Mike get tickets for the games?
Steve's dad. Steve's dad got him the tickets.
How many games is Mike going to watch?
3. Mike is going to watch 3 games.
Is Shawnee jealous?
Yes, Shawnee is jealous.
Why is Shawnee jealous?
Shawnee is jealous because she wants to go to Brazil.
What is Mike going to do when he's in Brazil?
Mike is going to watch soccer games and he's going to hit the beach.
What does Shawnee really want to do in Brazil?
See the carnival. Shawnee really wants to see the carnival in Brazil. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Bungee Jumping. Let's get started. Would you rather bungee jump or skydive?
I'm not very brave when it comes to heights, but I guess I'd rather bungee jump. What about you?
I would definitely rather skydive.
Really? Why?
Well, I have actually gone skydiving before and it was wicked fun. When you jump out of the plane, it feels more like you are floating rather than falling. I also feel that with skydiving, I have more control of the situation.
How can you have more control over the situation falling out of an airplane?
Well, I jump with 2 parachutes, my main one, which I pack myself, and then my reserve. Before each jump, I inspect my gear. If there's a malfunction, I know what to do because I took a skydiving course. I also have control over landing. I'm piloting my parachute to the ground. I'm the person responsible for my safety when skydiving.
I never thought about it that way. You've got a point.
And with bungee jumping, I have to put my trust in someone else. I have to trust that the equipment is in good shape, that the cord is long enough and the cord won't break, and that the connection between me and the cord is secure.
Wow, that's a lot to worry about. I've changed my mind. I think I will just keep my 2 feet safely planted on the ground.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Does Shawnee like heights?
No way. Shawnee isn't brave when it comes to heights. She is afraid of heights.
Would Shawnee rather skydive?
No, are you kidding? Shawnee would rather bungee jump.
Would Shawnee rather bungee jump?
Yes, she would prefer to bungee jump than skydive.
Would Mike rather bungee jump?
No, Mike would rather skydive. Shawnee would rather bungee jump.
Would Mike rather go cliff jumping?
No, Mike doesn't want to cliff jump. He would rather skydive.
Would Mike rather skydive?
Yes, of course. Mike would definitely rather go skydiving than bungee jumping.
Has Mike gone skydiving before?
Yes, Mike has gone skydiving a few times before.
Did Mike like it?
Yes, Mike loved it. He thought it was wicked fun.
How does it feel when you jump out of an airplane?
It feels like you are floating. Mike said when you jump out of the plane, you don't feel like you are falling. You feel like you are floating.
Does Mike feel out of control when he is skydiving?
No, just the opposite. Mike feels like he has more control of the situation when he is skydiving.
Is Shawnee confused by Mike's statement?
Yes, she doesn't understand how someone could have any control of a situation falling out of an airplane.
How many parachutes does Mike jump with?
2. Mike jumps with 2 parachutes, a main one and also his reserve parachute.
What happens if there's a malfunction?
Oh, if there is a malfunction, Mike will know what to do. He took a course in skydiving. He learned what to do in an emergency situation.
Who is responsible for Mike's safety when he skydives?
Mike. Mike is responsible for his own safety when he is skydiving.
Did Shawnee think Mike had a good point?
Yeah, she could see why Mike felt he had more control when he skydived.
Does Mike have control of the situation when it comes to bungee jumping?
No, he doesn't. Mike has to put his trust in someone else when he is bungee jumping.
What is Mike nervous about when it comes to bungee jumping?
Well, Mike is nervous about the quality of the equipment and the competence of the worker.
Does Mike like putting his trust in someone else when it comes to bungee jumping?
No, Mike doesn't like putting his trust in someone else when it comes to bungee jumping.
How does Shawnee feel about bungee jumping now?
Shawnee has changed her mind. She doesn't want to go bungee jumping anymore.
Is there a lot to worry about when it comes to bungee jumping?
Absolutely. There's a lot to worry about when going bungee jumping.
Where does Shawnee want to keep her feet planted?
On the ground. Shawnee wants to keep her 2 feet planted on the ground where she is safe. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Cats or Dogs. Let's get started.
Are you a cat person or dog person?
I am a dog person. When I was growing up, I always had a dog.
What kind of dog did you have?
Boston Terriers. My family loves Boston Terriers.
So why do you prefer dogs over cats?
I think dogs are loyal, social, kind, and fun to have around. What about you? Which do you prefer?
I love both, so it's hard for me to choose, but I guess I am more of a dog person. I love going for walks with my dogs and hanging out with them.
Cats are sweet too. I also had cats growing up, but they are really independent and like their freedom. I read a quote one time. It said, "Dogs come when they are called, cats take a message and get back to you."
How true. I also read a quote one time that said, "A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself." I guess that's why I'm more of a dog person.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions, then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Is Mike a cat person?
No, Mike isn't a cat person. He is a dog person.
As a child, did Mike have a dog?
Yeah, Mike always had a dog when he was growing up.
Does Mike like dogs?
Yes, of course he likes dogs. He's a dog person.
Did Shawnee ask Mike what kind of cat Mike had?
No, she didn't ask him what kind of cat he had. She asked him what kind of dog he had.
Did Shawnee ask Mike what kind of dog he had?
Yep, that's right. She asked him what kind of dog he had.
Did Mike have German Shepherds growing up?
Nah, Mike never owned a German Shepherd growing up. He had a Boston Terrier.
Did Mike have poodles growing up?
Nope, he never owned a poodle growing up. He had a Boston Terrier.
Did Mike have Boston Terriers growing up?
Yes, exactly. Mike always had Boston Terriers growing up.
Why does Mike like dogs?
Mike likes dogs because they are loyal, social, kind, and fun to have around.
Does Mike think dogs are selfish?
No, not at all. He thinks they are loyal.
Does Mike think dogs are boring?
No way. Mike doesn't think dogs are boring. Mike thinks dogs are fun to have around.
Is it hard for Shawnee to decide if she is a cat person or a dog person?
Yeah, it is a little hard for her to decide because she likes cats and dogs.
What does Shawnee end up picking?
She ends up picking dogs. Shawnee decided she is more of a dog person than a cat person.
Did Mike have cats growing up too?
Yes, Mike had cats growing up too.
Does Mike like cats?
Yeah, he says they're sweet, but they are very independent.
What does the first quote prove about cats and dogs?
It proves that dogs are more obedient than cats.
What does the second quote prove about dogs?
It proves that dogs are very loyal and loving animals. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Coca-Cola. Let's get started.
I wonder whoever made Coca-Cola.
I actually know this one.
Okay, fill me in.
Well, I heard that the guy who created the Coca-Cola recipe was John Pemberton, and he was trying to make a non-alcoholic wine.
Really? Cool.
And he said that it had medicinal benefits and that it was really good for your health.
Oh, that's weird, because nowadays people are always saying don't drink too much soda because it'll make you fat and it's not good for your teeth.
Yeah, I know.
Coke is sold all over the world. It must be like the most popular drink out there.
And they have so many different flavors. What's your favorite?
When I was little, I liked cherry Coke, but now I like the original.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who made Coca-Cola?
John Pemberton. The guy who created the Coca-Cola recipe was John Pemberton.
What did John Pemberton create?
Coca-Cola. He created Coca-Cola.
What was he trying to make?
A non-alcoholic wine. He was trying to make a non-alcoholic wine.
Did he say it was good for your health?
Yes, he said that it was really good for your health.
What was good for your health?
Coca-Cola. He said it was good for your health.
Do people think Coca-Cola is good for your health these days?
No.
Why?
People think it will make you fat and it's not good for your teeth.
Are there many different flavors of Coca-Cola?
Yes.
There are many different flavors of what?
Coca-Cola. There are many different flavors of Coca-Cola.
What's Shawnee's favorite flavor?
When she was little, she liked Cherry Coke.
What flavor did she like when she was little?
Cherry Coke. When she was little, she liked Cherry Coke.
What does she like now?
The original. Now she likes the original. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, David Beckham. Let's get started. Did you know Bex retired from soccer?
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, he had a long career. He played professionally for 20 years.
Really? He doesn't look very old. He must have started playing professional soccer pretty young.
Yeah, he started his career with Manchester United when he was only 17.
Wow, he must have been a wicked soccer player. I bet he was raking it in.
Oh, for sure. In 2001, he was the world's highest paid soccer player when you include his salary and endorsements.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of endorsements. I remember seeing him on all kinds of advertisements. He was selling tons of stuff in Japan. He was on every billboard.
Then he married Victoria Adams, also known as Posh Spice, from the Spice Girls.
Oh yeah, the Spice Girls. They were so famous, but that group is all washed up now. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions, then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who is Bex?
David Beckham. Bex is a nickname for David Beckham.
Did he retire?
Yeah, David Beckham retired. That's too bad.
How long did he play professional soccer?
20 years. David Beckham played professional soccer for 20 years.
Is that a long career?
Yes, it is a really long career for a soccer player.
Does David Beckham look old?
No, David Beckham looks young. He looks young and hot.
What team did he start his career with?
Manchester United.
How old was he when he started with Manchester United?
17. He was only 17 when he started with them. That's really young, right?
Did Bex make a lot of money playing soccer?
Yes, Bex made lots of money playing soccer.
Was Bex raking it in?
Yes, Beckham was raking it in with his salary and endorsements.
Who did David Beckham marry?
Victoria Adams. Beckham married Victoria Adams.
Who was Victoria Adams?
She was Posh Spice from the Spice Girls.
Are the Spice Girls still famous?
No, they're not famous anymore. They broke up a long time ago.
Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Disney World. Let's get started.
Disney World is known as the happiest place in the world.
I believe it. When I went, I had the best time. I was actually 19 the first time I went.
What was your favorite theme park?
I loved MGM Studios because I really enjoyed the plays. My favorite was the Little Mermaid play. What was your favorite theme park?
I liked Animal Kingdom the best. You know how much I love animals.
Yeah, you were the biggest animal lover I know.
I have a real soft spot for animals.
What were your favorite animals at Animal Kingdom?
Definitely the elephants.
Why the elephants?
I don't know, they're just so big and cute. I love them.
Bet you love Dumbo too then.
Of course. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What place is known as the happiest place in the world?
Disney World. It's known as the happiest place in the world.
Who said this?
Shawnee.
What did Shawnee say?
She said Disney World is known as the happiest place in the world.
How old was Mike the first time he went to Disney World?
19. Mike was 19 the first time he went to Disney World.
Where did Mike go when he was 19?
Disney World. Mike went to Disney World and he had the best time.
What was Mike's favorite theme park?
MGM Studios. Mike loved MGM Studios.
Why did he like MGM Studios?
He enjoyed the plays.
What did he enjoy?
He enjoyed the plays. His favorite was the Little Mermaid play.
What was his favorite play?
His favorite was the Little Mermaid play.
What was Shawnee's favorite theme park?
Animal Kingdom. She liked it the best.
Why did she like this park?
She liked this park because she loves animals.
Did Mike know she loves animals?
Yes, he said she's the biggest animal lover he knows.
What were her favorite animals at Animal Kingdom?
Elephants. Her favorite animals were definitely the elephants.
Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Dubai. Let's get started. What's the name of that famous hotel in Dubai?
Are you talking about the 7-star hotel? The one that's supposed to be the most luxurious hotel in the world?
Yeah, that one. What's it called?
It's the Burj Al Arab.
Did you know that visitors can arrive by helicopter to the hotel and guests have their own private butler service?
Now that's luxury.
I read that guests can go on hot air balloon safaris.
Cool. Dubai sounds like such a futuristic place to visit. I want to go.
Well, you better save your pennies. I heard it's very expensive.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What is the 7-star hotel in Dubai called?
Burj Al Arab. The 7-star hotel in Dubai is called Burj Al Arab.
Is it a luxurious hotel?
Yes, you bet. It's one of the most luxurious hotels in the world.
What can guests expect when they stay at the hotel?
Helicopter service and their own private butler. Guests who stay at the hotel can arrive in a helicopter and have their own private butler.
Is Dubai cheap?
No, Dubai is expensive.
What does Mike tell Shawnee she should do?
Save her pennies. Mike tells Shawnee she should save her pennies because Dubai is very expensive.
Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Dumb and Dumber. Let's get started. Do you know what my favorite movie of all time is?
What?
Dumb and Dumber. It was hilarious.
I saw that movie. It was so funny. Those guys were crazy. What were the two characters' names?
Harry and Lloyd.
Lloyd had that funny little bowl cut and Harry had that gross fluffy hairdo.
Oh yeah, do you remember the crazy tuxes they were wearing at that party?
How could I forget? Blue and orange tuxes with top hats and all.
That movie was so good. They tried to make a part 2 with new actors playing Harry and Lloyd, but it didn't work. They couldn't match the first one.
Yeah, it would be hard to top Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Does Mike like this movie?
Yes.
Does he like it a lot?
It's his favorite movie.
What's Mike's favorite movie?
Dumb and Dumber. Mike said it was hilarious.
What haircut did Lloyd have?
A bowl cut.
Who had a bowl cut?
Lloyd. Lloyd had a bowl cut.
What was Harry's hairdo?
A gross fluffy hairdo.
Was Harry's hairdo nice?
No, it was gross. It was gross and fluffy.
What did they wear to the party?
Tuxes. They wore those crazy tuxes.
Where did they wear the tuxes?
They wore the tuxes to the party.
Did Shawnee remember the tuxes?
Yes, she said, how could I forget?
What could Shawnee not forget?
The tuxes. She said, how could I forget those blue and orange tuxes?
What color were the tuxes?
Blue and orange.
What was blue and orange?
The tuxes. They were blue and orange.
Was part 2 good?
No, they couldn't match the first one.
They couldn't match what?
They couldn't match the first movie.
Who said they couldn't match the first one?
Mike did. He said they couldn't match the first one. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson E.T. Let's get started. Do you believe in life on other planets and UFOs?
What? Why, are you an alien?
Well, I just watched the movie E.T. and it got me thinking.
Oh, E.T. I think that is Steven Spielberg's best film. It makes me cry every time I watch it. I'm such a sap. I get choked up when E.T. dies and then he comes back to life again.
Yeah, that was a sad part.
I actually remember the first time I saw it. I was really young. My dad took me and my little sister to the theater to see it. We both took our E.T. dolls to the theater with us. What a great memory. Do you remember the first time you saw E.T.?
Yeah, of course. My parents took me and my older sister to see it. I remember having a really great time and enjoying the movie.
Yeah, that movie is a classic. Kids will love it for generations to come.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What movie did Mike just watch?
E.T. Mike just watched E.T.
Which movie does Shawnee say is Steven Spielberg's best film?
E.T. Shawnee says E.T. is Steven Spielberg's best film.
Does Shawnee like the movie E.T.?
Yes, Shawnee loves the movie E.T.
What happens every time Shawnee watches it?
She cries. Shawnee cries every time she watches E.T.
Does Shawnee get choked up when E.T. dies and comes back to life again?
Yes, of course.
Who took Shawnee and her sister to see E.T. for the first time?
Her dad. Shawnee's dad took Shawnee and her sister to see E.T. for the first time.
Who took Mike to see E.T. for the first time?
His parents. Mike's parents took Mike to see E.T. for the first time. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Hawaii. Let's get started. Where did you get that tan?
Thanks for noticing. I just got back from Hawaii.
Really? Where did you go in Hawaii?
We went to Maui. It's the second largest island in Hawaii.
What did you guys do there?
Oh, we had so much fun. We went on a helicopter tour of the island, a whale watching tour, and then a sail and snorkel tour. And of course, we spent a lot of time relaxing on the beach.
Was Hawaii as beautiful as they say it is?
Oh yeah, it was out of this world.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who has a tan?
Shawnee. Shawnee has a tan.
Why would Shawnee have a tan?
She was in Hawaii. Shawnee has a tan because she was soaking up the sun in Hawaii.
Where was Shawnee?
In Hawaii. Shawnee was in Hawaii.
What island did Shawnee go to?
Maui. Shawnee went to Maui.
Is Maui a part of Hawaii?
Yes, Maui is a part of Hawaii.
Is Maui the third biggest island in Hawaii?
No, Maui isn't the third biggest island in Hawaii. It's the second biggest island in Hawaii.
Did Shawnee have a good time in Hawaii?
Yes, Shawnee had so much fun in Hawaii.
Why did she have such a good time?
She had so much fun because she did so many fun things.
Did Shawnee go on a dolphin watching tour?
No, Shawnee didn't go on a dolphin watching tour. Shawnee went on a whale watching tour.
How many whales did she see?
I don't know, she didn't tell me.
Does Shawnee think Hawaii is beautiful?
Yes, Shawnee thinks Hawaii is beautiful.
Did she say it's the most beautiful place in the world?
No, she said it was out of this world. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Ice Hotel. Let's get started.
Would you ever stay in an ice hotel?
Sounds a little chilly, but yeah, why not?
Yeah, I was looking up ice hotels and they're really interesting. My uncle and aunt stayed in an ice hotel once and they thought it was great.
Wasn't it freezing cold at night?
No, they told me that the bed they slept on had a nice mattress and a warm sleeping bag.
What kind of amenities did the hotel have?
There were lots of amenities at the hotel, like an ice bar where you can have drinks out of ice cups, a day spa for spa treatments, along with hot tubs and saunas to warm up.
Sounds nice. I wonder what the rooms are like.
My aunt told me that each room had a theme and ice sculptures carved into the walls.
I guess you would have to like the cold to stay there.
I don't mind the cold at all, so I'd love to stay in an ice hotel for one night. So what do you say?
Okay, count me in. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Would Mike ever stay at an ice hotel?
Yeah, Mike said he'd stay at a nice hotel.
Does Mike think an ice hotel sounds like a cozy place to stay?
No, he thinks it sounds like a chilly place to stay.
Does Shawnee know anyone who has stayed in an ice hotel?
Yes, her aunt and uncle stayed in an ice hotel before.
Did her aunt and uncle have fun at the ice hotel?
Yes, they thought it was great. Her aunt and uncle had a great time at the ice hotel.
Was it freezing cold at night?
No, Shawnee's aunt and uncle didn't think it was freezing cold at night.
What was their bed like?
It was super different. Their bed was made of ice, but they had a nice mattress and a sleeping bag to keep them warm.
Did they have a spa at the hotel?
Yes, there was a day spa where you could get spa treatments.
Was there a place to drink?
Absolutely. They had an ice bar to get your drink on.
What were the rooms like?
The rooms were obviously made of ice, but each room had a theme and ice sculptures carved into the walls.
Does Shawnee hate the cold?
No, Shawnee doesn't mind the cold at all.
Does Shawnee want to stay in an ice hotel?
Yes, Shawnee wants to stay in an ice hotel for one night.
Does Mike want to stay in an ice hotel?
Yes, Mike wants to stay at the ice hotel too. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Jaws. Let's get started.
You know what animal scares me to death?
Which one?
The shark. Ever since I saw the movie Jaws, I have been super freaked out about sharks and getting attacked by one.
Me too. Those Jaws movies traumatize people. Everyone was scared to go swimming after seeing Jaws.
Every time I go scuba diving, I'm always paranoid that I'm going to see a shark.
That's just like me. When I'm water skiing, I'm so freaked out that a shark is going to jump out of the water and have me for a snack.
Well, you better stop water skiing, or you'll hear the Jaws music coming from behind you.
You're crazy. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What animal scares Shawnee to death?
The shark.
Why?
Shawnee said, ever since I saw the movie Jaws, I have been super freaked out about sharks and getting attacked by one.
What movie did she see that freaked her out?
She saw Jaws and it freaked her out.
Did she think Jaws was funny?
No, she didn't think it was funny. It freaked her out.
Who goes scuba diving?
Shawnee goes scuba diving.
Does Mike go scuba diving?
No, Mike doesn't scuba dive. He goes water skiing.
Who goes water skiing?
Mike does. Mike likes to water ski and Shawnee likes to scuba dive.
Are they both scared of sharks now?
Yes. Jaws made them both scared of sharks. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Let's get started. Hey, I saw that Jay-Z and Beyonce had a baby girl.
Oh yeah? What did they name her?
Blue Ivy.
That's a unique name. I've never heard that name before.
Neither have I. I like it. It's different. She is super cute.
Does she look like Jay-Z or Beyonce?
She actually looks more like Jay-Z.
Hey, do you remember that duet they did called Crazy in Love?
Do I ever? Don't you remember? We would sing it together at karaoke in Japan.
How could I forget? We killed it.
We should sing it at karaoke again, for old time's sake.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Did Jay-Z and Beyonce have a baby boy?
No, they had a baby girl.
What did they have?
They had a baby girl.
What did they name her?
Blue Ivy. They named their baby girl Blue Ivy.
Did Shawnee think that's a unique name?
Yes, she said it was unique.
Why did she think it was unique?
She said she never heard it before.
Did Mike hear that name before?
No, Mike never heard that name before either.
What name did Shawnee and Mike never hear before?
Blue Ivy.
Who does the baby look like?
She looks more like Jay-Z.
Who thinks she looks more like Jay-Z?
Mike said she looks more like Jay-Z.
Did Shawnee say the baby looks more like Jay-Z?
No, Shawnee didn't say that. Mike said that.
What duet did Mike and Shawnee sing at karaoke?
Crazy in Love. They sang it at karaoke in Japan.
Did they sing it at karaoke in Canada?
No, they sang it at karaoke in Japan.
Did Shawnee think they sang the song well?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said they killed it. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Johnny Depp. Let's get started. I watched an old horror movie last night.
Which one?
Nightmare on Elm Street. It's old. It was made in like 1984. Anyways, when I was watching it, I noticed Johnny Depp was in it. He has been in the business a long time.
Oh yeah, I remember him in Nightmare on Elm Street. He's in a lot of good movies like Edward Scissorhands, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Sweeney Todd, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Those are all pretty cool movies, and they're kinda dark too.
I wonder how he started out.
Well, I know he was on a Canadian TV show called 21 Jump Street, and I guess it just took off from there.
You know, he won Sexiest Man Alive on People magazine a couple of times. I think he deserves it. He's super good looking.
Okay. Take it easy. So, do you want to watch a Johnny Depp movie now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What did Mike do last night?
Watched a movie. Mike watched a movie last night.
Was it a comedy?
No, it definitely wasn't a comedy. It was a horror movie.
Which horror movie did Mike watch?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Mike watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
When was Nightmare on Elm Street made?
1984. Nightmare on Elm Street was made in 1984.
Who was in the movie?
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Has Johnny Depp been in a lot of movies?
Yes, Johnny Depp has been in a lot of movies.
Are all his movies lighthearted and fun?
No, a lot of his movies are dark.
How did Johnny Depp start out?
On 21 Jump Street. Johnny Depp started out on a Canadian show called 21 Jump Street.
Was 21 Jump Street an American show?
No, it was a Canadian show.
Do people think Johnny Depp is sexy?
Yes, people think he is sexy because he was voted Sexiest Man Alive a few times.
What magazine voted him Sexiest Man Alive?
People Magazine. People Magazine voted him Sexiest Man Alive.
Does Shawnee think Johnny Depp is good looking?
Yes, of course. Shawnee thinks Johnny Depp is super good looking.
What are Mike and Shawnee going to do now?
Watch a Johnny Depp movie. Shawnee and Mike are going to watch a Johnny Depp movie now. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Justin Bieber. Let's get started. You know what story I think is really amazing?
Which one?
The story of how Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube and how he has turned into a huge star.
Who would have thought having his mom record and post videos of him singing could have launched him into the success he is now?
Well, I guess he got his big break when Usher got in contact with his manager and signed Justin to his label, and the rest is history.
Wow, it makes you wonder where he'd be now if his mom hadn't put those videos up.
He owes his mom big time.
Yeah, really.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Which story does Mike think is really amazing?
The story of how Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube. Mike thinks the story of how Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube was really amazing.
Did Justin turn into a huge star after being discovered on YouTube?
Yes, Justin Bieber turned into a huge star after being discovered on YouTube.
Who posted the videos of Justin singing on YouTube?
Justin's mom. His mom posted videos of Justin singing on YouTube.
Who got in contact with Justin's manager?
Usher. Usher got in contact with Justin's manager.
Did Usher sign Justin to his label?
Yes, Usher signed Justin to his label.
Who does Justin owe big time?
His mom. Justin owes his mom big time.
Why does Justin owe his mom big time?
For posting his videos. Justin owes his mom big time for posting his videos on YouTube. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Karaoke in Japan. Let's get started. Some of my favorite memories of living in Japan include singing karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke in Japan is so unique.
I know, it's totally different from singing karaoke in Canada or the US. In the States and Canada, you have to go on stage in front of an audience. That's not good for someone who's shy. Imagine having to sing in front of a crowd of strangers.
Yeah, I love how in Japan you have your own private room that you and your friends can go in and sing without a big audience watching you or heckling you.
The rooms were amazing. I remember the karaoke place we would go to. The rooms had big screens, strobe lights, disco balls, smoke machines, and bubble machines. Man, it was so cool.
Oh yeah, and there was a phone in the room so you could order drinks and food to the room. That made it really convenient.
Our Japanese friends were really good singers.
I know. I was really shy at first, but hanging out with them really helped me get into the groove and helped me get out of my shell.
We should sing karaoke again sometime.
For sure.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What is one of Mike's favorite memories of living in Japan?
Singing karaoke. One of Mike's favorite memories of living in Japan is singing karaoke.
How is singing karaoke in Canada or the US different from singing karaoke in Japan?
In Canada and the US, you sing on stage in front of people. In Japan, you sing in your own private room.
What could happen if you sing on a stage in front of a crowd of strangers?
They could heckle you. While you were singing, people could boo and heckle you. That would be terrible.
Were the karaoke rooms in Japan a dump?
No, not at all. They were amazing.
What things were in the rooms that made them so cool?
There were big screens, strobe lights, disco balls, smoke machines, and bubble machines. How cool is that?
Why were the rooms so convenient?
They had phones in the rooms. You used the phone to order drinks and food right to your room.
So would you have to leave the room and go to the bar to order your drinks?
No, you could just call and order the drinks right to your room.
Who were really good singers?
Shawnee and Mike's Japanese friends. They were really good singers.
Who was shy at singing karaoke?
Shawnee. Shawnee was shy at singing karaoke.
Who helped her come out of her shell?
Her Japanese friends. Shawnee's Japanese friends helped her come out of her shell. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Kardashians. Let's get started.
You know who the most annoying people on TV are?
Who?
The Kardashians. Did you ever see any of their shows?
Yeah, I saw a few of their shows, but I don't get it. They're always sitting around the house doing nothing.
I know.
Why are they so famous?
Beats me.
Well, I think the mother was married to a rich famous guy before, and now she is married to an ex-Olympian.
And the daughters are always linked to celebrities like football players, basketball players, and singers.
Yeah, they're like the ultimate socialites.
They're so obsessed with being famous.
Totally.
They'll do anything for ratings.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who does Shawnee think are the most annoying people on TV?
The Kardashians. Shawnee said they're the most annoying people on TV.
Does Shawnee like the Kardashians?
No, she thinks they're the most annoying people on TV.
Has Mike seen their shows?
Yes, Mike has seen a few of their shows.
Has Mike never seen their shows?
No, he has seen a few of their shows.
Does he understand the shows?
No, he doesn't get it.
Why?
He said all they do is sit around their house.
Does Shawnee know why they're famous?
No, she said it beats me.
Who is the mother married to?
An ex-Olympian.
Is she married to a doctor?
No, she's married to an ex-Olympian.
Do the daughters date celebrities?
Yes, they're always linked to celebrities. Football players, basketball players, and singers.
Do they date famous people?
Yes, many famous people.
Did Shawnee say they're socialites?
No, Shawnee didn't say they're socialites. Mike said they're socialites.
What did Shawnee say?
She said they're obsessed with being famous.
Do they hate being famous?
No, they're obsessed with being famous. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Lance Armstrong. Let's get started. What did you think when you heard that Lance Armstrong was caught doping?
Well, I was disappointed. I was hoping that it was just a rumor, but when he actually admitted it on Oprah, I was shocked. I guess just like everyone else.
He was pretty cocky when he was being interviewed.
He must have been very defensive.
It's weird because he was like a real-life Superman winning all those Tour de France races and bouncing back from cancer. Everyone loved him.
You know, even though he made a poor judgment call, he has done a lot of good things too, like raising money for cancer research and also giving people hope and motivation with his Live Strong Foundation.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Hopefully in time, people can forgive and forget.
Yeah, I hope so. And I hope he continues raising money for cancer research to help others in need. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Was Lance Armstrong caught doping?
Yes, Lance Armstrong was caught doping.
Who did he admit it to?
Oprah. He went on Oprah and told her that he was guilty of doping.
Was he sincere and humble when he was being interviewed by Oprah?
No, he was acting cocky and defensive.
Did he win a lot of Tour de France races?
Yes, he won a lot of Tour de France races.
Did everyone love him?
Yes, people loved him. They thought he was a real-life Superman.
Did Lance have cancer before?
Yes, he had cancer, but he was cured.
How has Lance given hope to people?
He started a Livestrong Foundation that raises money for cancer research.
Does Shawnee want people to stay pissed off at Lance?
No, she hopes people will forgive and forget Lance's mistakes so he can continue raising money for cancer research and help people in need. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Las Vegas. Let's get started. Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
You mean Sin City? You bet I've been there. I went for my sister's bachelorette party.
Was it fun?
Sorry, can't tell ya. You know the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Okay, you wild party animals.
No, actually it was pretty tame. We went to some shows and ate at some great restaurants.
Did you guys make a killing at the casinos, or did you blow it all?
No, I'm not much of a gambler. I find it too stressful. I would rather spend my money on doing fun things or shopping.
Good call. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What is Las Vegas known as?
Sin City. Las Vegas is also known as Sin City.
Why is it called Sin City?
Bad things can happen there. Las Vegas is known as Sin City because bad things can happen there.
Who went to Las Vegas?
Shawnee. Shawnee went to Vegas.
Why did she go to Vegas?
For her sister's bachelorette party. Shawnee went to Vegas to celebrate her sister's bachelorette party.
What is the old saying about Las Vegas?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, is the old saying.
Was Shawnee a party animal in Vegas?
No, Shawnee wasn't a party animal in Vegas.
What did she do in Vegas?
She watched shows and ate at great restaurants. When Shawnee was in Vegas, she saw some shows and ate at some great restaurants.
Did Shawnee go to the casinos when she was in Vegas?
No, Shawnee didn't go to the casinos.
Why didn't she go to the casinos?
She doesn't like to gamble. Shawnee didn't go to the casinos because she doesn't like to gamble.
Why doesn't she like to gamble?
It's stressful. Shawnee doesn't like to gamble because she finds it stressful.
What would she rather do with her money?
Doing fun things? Shawnee would rather spend her money on doing fun things like shopping. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Madonna. Let's get started.
Hey, did you hear? Madonna is in town.
Yeah, she's got 2 concerts at the Forum.
I really wanted to go, but the shows are sold out.
That's too bad. I heard John got tickets.
Aw, lucky. How did he get tickets? It sold out so fast.
Yeah, his friend got 2 tickets from a scalper yesterday.
How much did he pay for the tickets?
He paid through the nose. He said he paid triple the price.
Oh man, he must have really wanted to see Madonna.
Yeah, well, he'll get his money's worth because she puts on a hell of a show. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who is in town?
Madonna. Madonna is in town.
Why is she in town?
Madonna is in town because she's putting on 2 concerts.
How many concerts does Madonna have?
2 concerts. Madonna has 2 concerts to perform at the Forum.
Are there lots of tickets available for the concerts?
No, there aren't.
Why are there no tickets available?
Sold out. The tickets are all sold out.
Who got tickets?
John. John got tickets to the concert.
Did Shawnee think John was lucky?
Yes, Shawnee thought John was lucky because he got tickets to the concert.
Did the concert sell out fast?
Yes, the concert sold out fast.
When did John get the tickets?
Yesterday. John got the tickets to the concert yesterday.
How did John get the tickets?
From a scalper. John's friend got the tickets from a scalper.
Were the tickets expensive?
Yes, the tickets were very expensive. He paid triple the price.
Does Madonna put on a good show?
Yes, she puts on a hell of a show. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Man vs. Food. Let's get started. Have you ever been in an eating contest?
No, but I saw a hot dog eating contest once. It was gross.
There's a show on TV right now called Man vs. Food.
What's it about?
There's this guy, Adam, who goes around the States looking for restaurants that have crazy food challenges.
What do you mean?
Well, for example, he will go to a restaurant that claims to have the biggest hamburger in the world, and if a customer can eat it in a certain amount of time, then they win the challenge.
Well, what do they win?
Oh, nothing great. It's just for fun. But they'll get their picture taken and put on the wall of fame in the restaurant for completing the challenge. The show is cool because you get to see all these different restaurants and good food.
Does he always win?
No, sometimes he wins and sometimes he loses, but it's always entertaining.
Sounds cool. I'll check it out.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Has Shawnee ever been in an eating contest?
No.
Who has never been in an eating contest?
Shawnee, she has never been in an eating contest.
What kind of contest did Shawnee see?
She saw a hot dog eating contest.
Did she see a pizza eating contest?
No, it wasn't a pizza eating contest. She saw a hot dog eating contest.
Did Shawnee like the hot dog eating contest?
No, she thought it was gross.
What did she think was gross?
The hot dog eating contest. Shawnee thought it was gross.
Who is the guy on Man vs. Food?
Adam.
Is John the guy on Man vs. Food?
No, John isn't the guy on Man vs. Food. Adam is the guy on Man vs. Food.
What does Adam do?
Adam goes around the States looking for food challenges.
What country does he go around?
The States. He goes around the States.
Does Adam always win the challenges?
No, he doesn't always win. Sometimes he wins and sometimes he loses.
Does Adam always lose the challenges?
No, he doesn't always lose the challenges. Sometimes he wins and sometimes he loses.
Who thinks the show sounds cool?
Shawnee does. She said it sounds cool.
Does she want to see it?
Yes, she said she will check it out. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, McDonald's. Let's get started. Did you know that Ray Kroc bought McDonald's from the two brothers who started it? Their names were Richard and Maurice McDonald.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's the one who turned their little hamburger stand into a worldwide sensation.
McDonald's are all over the world, aren't they?
Yeah, they're everywhere. I heard somewhere that McDonald's are in 118 or 119 different countries.
Wow, that's crazy.
When I was little, I used to love getting the Happy Meal and the little toy that came with it.
I wonder how much McDonald's is worth.
Oh, I can't even imagine. A lot, I'm sure.
Well, all I can say is that Ray Kroc made a great investment.
All this talk about McDonald's has made me hungry. Want to grab a bite?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who started McDonald's?
The McDonald's brothers, Richard and Maurice McDonald, started McDonald's.
Who bought McDonald's from the brothers?
Ray Kroc did. Ray Kroc bought McDonald's from the brothers.
Who turned the little hamburger stand into a worldwide sensation?
Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc made McDonald's a worldwide sensation.
Are there McDonald's all over the world?
Yes. Yes, McDonald's are everywhere.
What did Mike enjoy when he was a kid?
The Happy Meal. Mike liked getting a Happy Meal when he was a kid.
What does the Happy Meal come with?
A toy. A toy always comes with a Happy Meal.
Is Ray Kroc a good businessman?
Yes. Yes, Ray Kroc is an excellent businessman.
Why is he a good businessman?
Well, he bought McDonald's, of course. Ray Kroc is a good businessman because he bought McDonald's and made it a worldwide sensation. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Michael Jackson. Let's get started.
Did you see the Michael Jackson movie, This Is It?
Yes, it was so good. It would have been an amazing concert.
I know. That's so sad. I still can't believe he died.
A guy from work had tickets to go see the concert in London. He was devastated when he heard the news that Michael Jackson died. He was a big-time fan.
He was so cute when he was in the Jackson 5, dancing around with his brothers.
Yeah, he was basically famous his whole life.
What's your favorite song?
I don't know, they're all so good. I guess one of my top picks would be Thriller or Billie Jean. What about you?
Beat It is my favorite. I never get sick of that song.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Did Mike see the movie This Is It?
Yes.
Did he like it?
Yes, he said it was so good. He said it would have been an amazing concert.
Did Mike have tickets to go see the concert?
No, Mike didn't have tickets. A guy from his work had tickets.
Was the concert in New York?
No, it wasn't in New York. It was in London.
What was in London?
The concert. Michael Jackson's concert was going to be in London.
Who was a big-time fan of Michael Jackson?
The guy from Mike's work was a big-time fan.
How did he feel when he heard Michael Jackson died?
He was devastated.
What were Mike's favorite songs?
Mike said they're all so good, but his top picks would be Thriller or Billie Jean.
Did Mike hate Billie Jean?
No, he didn't hate Billie Jean. It was one of his top picks.
Was Billie Jean Shawnee's favorite song?
No, her favorite was Beat It.
Was Thriller her favorite song?
No, her favorite was Beat It. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Montreal. Let's get started. Chris and Lisa are going to Montreal this weekend.
Can they speak French? 'Cause French is Montreal's official language.
Yeah, they can hold their own.
It's kind of cool. Montreal is the second largest French-speaking city in the world.
I didn't know that. All I know is I love Montreal so much. There's so much to do there. And it's so beautiful with the European architecture.
The last time I was there, I saw a Montreal Canadiens hockey game.
Who were they playing?
The Toronto Maple Leafs.
I would love to go to Montreal to see a game. They have the best fans. The atmosphere at the Bell Centre during a game is electric. I hope I can see a game next season.
You would love it.
If I can get the time off, I'm going for sure. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Are Lisa and Dave going to Montreal?
No, Lisa and Dave aren't going to Montreal. Lisa and Chris are going to Montreal.
Where are Lisa and Chris going?
Montreal. Lisa and Chris are going to Montreal.
When are they going to Montreal?
This weekend. Lisa and Chris are going to Montreal this weekend.
What is the official language of Montreal?
French. French is Montreal's official language.
Is Chinese the official language of Montreal?
No, French is the official language of Montreal.
Can Lisa and Chris speak French?
Yes, Lisa and Chris can hold their own.
Can Lisa and Chris speak Chinese?
I don't know if they can speak Chinese or not.
Is Montreal the largest French-speaking city in the world?
No, it's not the largest French-speaking city in the world. It's the second largest French-speaking city in the world.
Did Shawnee see a Boston Bruins hockey game the last time she was in Montreal?
No, Shawnee didn't see a Boston Bruins hockey game. She saw a Montreal Canadiens hockey game the last time she was in Montreal.
Who were the Montreal Canadiens playing?
The Toronto Maple Leafs. The Montreal Canadiens were playing the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Is the atmosphere at the Bell Centre boring?
No way. The atmosphere in the Bell Centre is electric.
Does Mike think Montreal has the best hockey fans?
Yes, Mike thinks Montreal has the best hockey fans.
Does Mike hope to go to Montreal to see a game next season?
Yes, Mike hopes to go to Montreal next season to see a game.
Do you hope Mike gets to go to a game?
Yeah, I really hope Mike gets time off and can go to a game. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Mount Fuji. Let's get started.
Did you ever climb Mount Fuji when you were in Japan?
No, did you?
Yeah, when I was living in Japan, I had a few friends from work ask me to climb Mount Fuji with them. I said of course, so we rented a car and drove from Nagoya.
That's cool.
I was so excited. I bought one of those walking sticks and started up the hill. We got halfway up and two of the girls we were with gave up and said they would meet us at the bottom. So my other friend and I kept going up. When we made it to the summit, it was so beautiful. It was great. I took tons of pictures.
That sounds great. I wish I would have climbed Mount Fuji when I had the chance.
Next time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Did Mike climb Mount Fuji?
No, Mike didn't climb Mount Fuji.
Did Shawnee climb Mount Fuji?
Yes, Shawnee climbed Mount Fuji.
Who did Shawnee climb Mount Fuji with?
A few friends. Shawnee climbed Mount Fuji with a few friends from work.
How did they get to Mount Fuji?
They drove. Shawnee and her friends drove to Mount Fuji.
Did Shawnee and all of her friends make it to the summit?
No, only Shawnee and one friend made it to the summit.
Did Shawnee take lots of pictures when they arrived at the summit?
Yes, Shawnee took tons of pictures when she arrived at the summit.
Why did she take a ton of pictures when they arrived at the summit?
Because it was beautiful. Shawnee took a ton of pictures because it was beautiful.
Is Mike glad that he never climbed Mount Fuji?
No, Mike wishes he would have climbed Mount Fuji when he had the chance.
Will Mike climb Mount Fuji the next time he's in Japan?
Yes, Mike said he'll climb Mount Fuji next time. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, New York City. Let's get started. Sarah got back from New York City last night.
Oh yeah? What was she doing there? Was she on business?
No, she went for a weekend of shopping and sightseeing. I bet she had a blast.
We haven't been to NYC for a long time.
I know. The last time we were there was a few years ago on New Year's Eve, when we saw the ball drop in Times Square.
That was a stunning event.
You know what was one of the highlights of that trip for me?
No, what?
Going to the M&M store.
That was sweet.
What was the highlight for you? Besides, obviously, the ball dropping.
I really enjoyed the Sex and the City tour. I got to see all the hot spots from the show.
Yeah, that was great. NYC is jam-packed with fun stuff to do all the time.
I guess that's why it's called the city that never sleeps.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Where was Sarah?
New York City. Sarah was in New York City.
When did she come back from New York City?
Last night. Sarah returned last night.
How long was Sarah in New York City?
For a weekend. Sarah was in New York City for a weekend.
Why was Sarah in New York City?
For shopping and sightseeing. Sarah went to New York City for shopping and sightseeing.
When was the last time Mike and Shawnee were in New York City?
A few years ago. Mike and Shawnee were in New York City a few years ago to see the ball drop.
What was the highlight of the trip for Mike?
Going to the M&M store. The highlight of the trip for Mike was going to the M&M store.
What was the highlight of the trip for Shawnee?
The Sex and the City tour. The highlight of the trip for Shawnee was going on the Sex and the City tour.
Why was the Sex and the City tour so great?
Shawnee was able to see all the hot spots from the show.
What is NYC also called?
The city that never sleeps. NYC is also known as the city that never sleeps.
Is there lots of fun stuff to do in NYC?
Yes, there is lots of fun stuff to do in NYC all the time. Welcome to English Focus 5 Lesson NFL. Let's get started. What are you doing tonight?
Nothing. Why?
Oh, perfect. Do you want to go to a football game tonight?
Yeah, I'd be up for that. Who's playing?
Cowboys and Giants. I got box seats.
How did you score those? They must have cost an arm and a leg.
My boss gave them to me at work today.
Wow, so all your ass kissing paid off.
Whatever. So I'll pick you up at 5?
Okay, cool. This will be fun.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What did Mike ask Shawnee to do?
To go to a football game. He asked her if she wanted to go to a game with him.
What did Shawnee say?
She said she would be up for that.
Did she want to go?
Yes, she said she would be up for that.
Who was playing?
Cowboys and Giants.
What kind of seats did Mike have to the game?
Box seats. He had box seats to the game.
Were these bad seats to the game?
No, these were great seats. These were box seats.
How did Mike get the box seats?
From his boss. His boss gave them to him at work.
What time is Mike going to pick up Shawnee?
At 5. He said he's going to pick her up at 5.
Is Mike going to pick up Shawnee at 7?
No, not at 7. He's going to pick her up at 5.
Is Shawnee excited to go to the game?
Yes, she said it will be fun. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Nintendo. Let's get started. I had a major flashback to my childhood today.
Really? What happened?
I was doing some spring cleaning and I came across an old box of toys I had when I was a kid. My old Nintendo was in it.
Which one? The original?
Yeah, the one we all had that came with Duck Hunt and the original Mario Brothers.
Awesome! I remember playing Mario Brothers all the time with my friends after school.
I know, me too. It's crazy how technology has gotten so much better.
The games look so real now.
But the games these days seem more violent compared to the games we had when we were little.
The kids today would probably be pretty bored with the games we grew up with. We should set up your old school Nintendo and have a game.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who had a flashback to their childhood?
Mike. Mike had a major flashback to his childhood.
When did he have the flashback?
Today. Mike had a major flashback to his childhood today.
Why did he have the flashback?
He found his old Nintendo.
Where did he find his old Nintendo?
In an old box of toys. He came across an old box of toys and his Nintendo was in it.
Did Shawnee play Mario Brothers when she was a kid?
Yes, she remembers playing Mario Brothers all the time with her friends after school.
What game does she remember playing?
Mario Brothers. She remembers playing Mario Brothers all the time with her friends after school.
What did Mike say about the games these days?
They're more violent. He said the games these days seem more violent compared to the games we had when we were little.
Does Shawnee think kids these days would like the games she grew up with?
No.
Why?
She said the kids today would probably be pretty bored with the games we grew up with.
Who would be bored?
The kids these days would be bored. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Paris Hilton. Let's get started.
Did you know that Paris Hilton got paid $1 million in Japan to say that's hot?
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah, I was floored when I heard that.
I wonder how much someone would pay you to say that's hot.
Probably $1 million. Yeah, right.
Anyways, she must have a pretty cool life. She's the heiress to the Hilton Hotel fortune. Money is no object for her.
Yeah, she's pretty much done it all. She's made movies, TV shows, music, and designed clothes.
I'm sure we will be seeing a lot more from Paris Hilton in the years to come.
Yeah, you can count on that.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
How much did Paris Hilton get paid to say that's hot in Japan?
$1 million. Paris Hilton got paid $1 million to say that's hot.
Were Mike and Shawnee shocked that Paris was paid that much?
Yes, Mike and Shawnee were shocked that Paris Hilton got paid that much just to say that's hot.
Was Shawnee joking when she said she would probably get paid $1 million to say that's hot?
Yes, of course. Of course Shawnee was joking.
Does Mike think Paris Hilton must have a cool life?
Yes, Mike thinks Paris Hilton must have a pretty cool life.
Why would her life be so cool?
She can do anything she wants. Money is no object for her.
What is Paris Hilton heiress to?
The Hilton Hotel fortune. Paris Hilton is the heiress to the Hilton Hotel fortune.
Has Paris Hilton had many jobs?
Yes, Paris has had many jobs. She has been a singer, in movies, TV shows, and a fashion designer.
Do Mike and Shawnee think that Paris Hilton will just disappear in the years to come?
No, they don't think Paris Hilton will disappear in the years to come. They think we will be seeing a lot more from her. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Pink Lake. Let's get started. I saw the coolest lake ever. You'll never believe what makes it so cool.
You have piqued my interest. What is it?
It's a pink lake. It's called Lake Retba.
Weird, a pink lake. Where is it located?
The lake is on the Cap Vert Peninsula, about 35 kilometers north of Dakar.
What makes the lake pink? I've never heard of a pink lake before. It would be like swimming in a giant strawberry milkshake.
Well, I read that the lake's salt content is very high. Its pink color is caused by Dunaliella salina bacteria, which gives the lake its pink color.
Are there lots of pink fish in the lake?
No, not many animals are able to survive in Lake Retba because of its high salt content.
So is it dangerous for people to swim in the lake?
No, it is completely harmless. You can totally go swimming in the lake.
I wonder if there are other pink lakes out there.
Yeah, there are pink lakes in Baku, Australia, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and a lot of other places. You should go see it for yourself.
I would love to.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What did Mike see that was so cool?
A lake. Mike saw the coolest lake ever.
Was Shawnee interested in knowing more about the lake?
Yes, she wanted to know more because he piqued her interest.
What color was the lake?
Pink. It was a pink lake.
Was the lake blue?
No, it wasn't blue. It was pink.
What was the name of the lake?
Lake Retba. The name of the lake was Lake Retba.
Does Shawnee think a pink lake sounds weird?
Yeah, she thinks it's pretty weird.
Where is the lake located?
It's on the Cap Vert Peninsula.
Is the lake south of Dakar?
Nope, it's north of Dakar.
What does Shawnee want to know about the lake?
Why it is pink. She really wants to know what makes the lake pink.
Does she think it would be like swimming in a regular lake?
No, she thinks it would be like swimming in a giant strawberry milkshake.
Why is the lake pink?
There is a special bacteria that gives the lake its pink color.
Does the lake contain salt water?
Oh yes, this lake's salt content is very high.
Are there lots of animals that live in the lake?
No, it's too difficult for animals to survive in this lake because of the high salt content.
Did Shawnee ask if there were sharks in the lake?
No, Shawnee didn't ask if there were sharks in the lake. Shawnee asked if there were pink fish in the lake.
Is Shawnee worried about the safety of people who swim in the pink lake?
Yes, Shawnee is wondering if it is safe for people to swim in the pink lake.
Does Mike say it is so dangerous to swim in the pink lake?
No, Mike said it was perfectly fine to swim in the pink lake. You won't be harmed.
Will you turn pink if you swim in a pink lake?
No, you won't turn pink if you swim in the pink lake. The pink water is completely harmless.
Are there any other pink lakes?
Yes, there are quite a few pink lakes in the world.
Is Lake Retba the only pink lake in the world?
No, there are many pink lakes in the world.
Does Shawnee want to go see a pink lake?
Yes, she would love to go see a pink lake. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Prince Harry. Let's get started. That Prince Harry is a party animal.
Why? What did he do now?
Well, I just read that he was in Vegas partying with his buddies and a ton of girls. Also, there were naked pictures of him posted all over the internet.
God, the Queen must have been pissed. He's always getting in trouble and embarrassing the royal family.
Yeah, he's nothing like his brother, Prince William. William is more straight-laced.
I guess Harry is the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, you can say that again. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Is Prince Harry a party animal?
Yes, he's a party animal.
Who's a party animal?
Prince Harry. He's a real party animal.
What did Mike read about Prince Harry?
He read he was partying in Vegas.
Where was he partying?
He was in Vegas partying.
Who was he with?
His buddies. He was with his buddies.
Were there any girls there?
Yes, there was a ton of girls. He was with his buddies and a ton of girls.
Does Prince Harry embarrass the royal family?
Yes, he's always getting in trouble and embarrassing them.
Who gets in trouble?
Prince Harry. He's always getting in trouble.
Did Shawnee think the Queen would be mad?
Yes, she said the Queen must have been pissed.
Who must have been pissed?
The Queen. She must have been pissed.
Is Prince Harry like his brother?
No, he's nothing like his brother.
Who is more straight-laced?
Prince William. William is more straight-laced.
Is William the black sheep of the family?
No, William isn't the black sheep. Harry is the black sheep of the family.
Who is the black sheep of the family?
Harry. Harry is the black sheep of the family. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, PP Island. Let's get started. I was looking at some pictures of our trip to Thailand.
Oh yeah? Which ones? We've been to Thailand a bunch of times.
The ones where we went to PP Island.
That was an amazing trip.
Yeah, I know. I just love PP Island.
The water was so clear you could see the bottom.
It was so fun spending the day snorkeling and scuba diving.
We were able to see lots of exotic marine life under there.
What a breathtaking place. I can't wait to go back.
Me too.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Was Mike looking at some pictures of Megan Fox?
No. Mike wasn't looking at pictures of Megan Fox. He was looking at pictures of his trip to Thailand.
Who was looking at pictures of Thailand?
Mike. Mike was looking at pictures of his trip to Thailand.
Have Shawnee and Mike only been to Thailand once?
No, not once. They have been to Thailand a bunch of times.
Does Shawnee know the set of pictures Mike was looking at?
No, she doesn't, because they have been to Thailand a bunch of times and have taken lots of pictures.
What were the pictures of?
PP Island. The pictures were of PP Island.
Does Shawnee remember their trip to PP Island?
Oh yes, Shawnee said that it was an amazing trip.
Does Mike love PP Island?
Absolutely, he loves PP Island. What's not to love?
Was the water clear?
Yes, the water was crystal clear. You could see to the bottom.
How did Mike spend his day on Phi Phi Island?
Snorkeling and scuba diving. Mike spent his day on Phi Phi Island snorkeling and scuba diving.
Was it boring?
Boring? No way. Are you crazy? It was so fun. Phi Phi Island was so much fun.
Were Mike and Shawnee able to see lots of marine life under the water?
Yes, Mike and Shawnee saw a lot of exotic marine life under the water when they were scuba diving and snorkeling.
Do Mike and Shawnee want to return to Phi Phi Island?
Yes, Mike and Shawnee can't wait to return to Phi Phi Island.
Was Phi Phi Island breathtaking?
Yes, absolutely. Phi Phi Island was a breathtaking place. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Rocky. Let's get started. Sylvester Stallone has been in so many good movies, but my favorite is his Rocky series.
He was really ripped in those movies. I just love that he played the underdog.
Did you know he wrote the Rocky movies before he was famous?
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, he cut a deal with the movie studios where they could buy his script only if he could play Rocky in the movies.
He was really lucky that the studio agreed to his terms.
Yeah, there is a really interesting biography on Sylvester Stallone where they talk about how Rocky was made and how it made him famous. You know, even his dog had a cameo in the movie.
Lucky dog. I will check out that biography. It sounds good.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Is Sylvester Stallone in any good movies?
Yeah, he's in a lot of good movies.
What is Mike's favorite Sylvester Stallone series?
Rocky. Mike's favorite series is Rocky.
Was Stallone in good shape when he played Rocky?
Yeah, he was ripped.
Who was the underdog in Rocky?
Rocky. Rocky was the underdog.
Who wrote the Rocky movies?
Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone wrote the Rocky movies.
Was Sylvester Stallone famous when he wrote Rocky?
No, he wasn't famous at all when he wrote Rocky.
Who wanted to play Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone wanted to play Rocky in the movie.
Did the studio say Sylvester Stallone could play Rocky?
Yes, they agreed to his terms and let him play Rocky.
Was Stallone lucky that he was allowed to play Rocky?
Yes, he was really lucky because that movie made him a star.
Why did it make him a star?
He became a star because everyone loves the movie Rocky.
Did Mike watch a good biography on Sylvester Stallone?
Yes, he watched a really interesting biography on him.
Whose dog made a cameo in the movie Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone's dog. His own dog made a cameo in the movie. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson San Andreas Island. Let's get started.
I just got back from an amazing trip.
Where did you go?
I went to an island with some friends. It's called San Andreas.
Where's that?
Well, it's a Colombian island. It's famous because the water has 7 different shades of blue.
Wow, sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And the people there are so laid back and friendly.
What did you do there?
I went to the beach every day and soaked up the sun.
I can tell. You have an awesome tan.
Thanks.
So, did you buy anything?
Yeah, I did a lot of shopping. It was like a shopping spree every day.
What did you get?
Oh, I got tons of stuff. I got perfume, clothes, jewelry, and a camera.
Is it expensive there?
No, that's the best part. Everything was so cheap.
Oh, cool. I want to see some of your pictures from the trip sometime.
Sure, I took a lot.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who just got back from an amazing trip?
Shawnee. She just got back from an amazing trip.
Did Mike just get back from an amazing trip?
No, Mike didn't get back from an amazing trip. Shawnee just got back from an amazing trip.
Was Shawnee's trip boring?
No, it was amazing.
Where did she go?
San Andreas. She went to San Andreas.
Who went to San Andreas?
Shawnee. Shawnee went to San Andreas, and it was an amazing trip.
How are the people in San Andreas?
Laid back and friendly. The people there were so laid back and friendly.
Were the people there very busy?
No, not at all. They were laid back.
Did Shawnee do any shopping?
Yes, she did a lot of shopping. It was like a shopping spree every day.
Who did a lot of shopping?
Shawnee. She said it was like a shopping spree every day.
Did she get a few things?
No, she got tons of stuff.
What kind of stuff did she get?
She got perfume, clothes, jewelry, and a camera.
So did she get a ton of stuff?
Yes, she got a ton of stuff. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Seinfeld. Let's get started.
Who's your favorite character on Seinfeld?
Oh, I love George. He's so funny. He plays such a cheapo. He's always trying to skip out on his share of the bill. Who do you like?
I really like Kramer.
Why?
He's so crazy.
Yeah, he's awesome too. You never know what he'll do or say.
Actually, the whole group of characters is awesome. They all add to the show.
Yeah, if you got rid of any of them, the show wouldn't have worked out so well.
That's true. They complement each other so well.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Mike has a favorite character on Seinfeld. Who is it?
George. George is Mike's favorite character on Seinfeld.
Is George Shawnee's favorite character?
No, he's Mike's favorite character.
Why does Mike like George?
He likes George because he's so funny.
What makes him funny?
He's a cheapo. He plays such a funny cheapo.
Does George pay his bills?
No, George doesn't pay his bills. He skips out on his bills.
Who skips out on his bills?
George. George always skips out on his bills because he's a cheapo.
Who likes Kramer?
Shawnee does. She really likes Kramer.
Why does she like Kramer?
Because he's so crazy. She likes him because he's so crazy.
Does Mike like him too?
Yes, Mike thinks he's awesome.
Who does Mike think is awesome?
Kramer, because you never know what he'll do or say.
Are all the characters on the show good?
Yes, Shawnee said the whole group of characters is awesome.
Are just some awesome?
No, not just some are awesome. The whole group of characters is awesome. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Star Wars. Let's get started. Who is your favorite Star Wars character?
I love R2-D2 and C-3PO. They are so cute. What about you?
I like Chewbacca the best.
Some people are really obsessed with those movies.
Yeah, one time I saw a Star Wars convention in a hotel. It was so cool because everyone was dressed up like their favorite characters from the film. There were tons of people there just walking around in their costumes. It was unreal.
I've never gone to a Star Wars convention, but I remember one Halloween when I was a kid, I dressed up like Princess Leia.
You should have broken out that old Princess Leia costume and tried to squeeze into it at the last Star Wars movie that came out. Remember on the news it showed people in their Star Wars costumes lined up for miles waiting on opening night?
Yeah, maybe I'll dress up for the next one. Yeah, right.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Is Shawnee's favorite character Han Solo?
No, her favorite characters are R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Why does she like them?
They're cute. She likes them because they are so cute.
What is Mike's favorite Star Wars character?
Chewbacca. Mike likes Chewbacca the best.
Where did Mike see a Star Wars convention?
In a hotel. Mike saw a Star Wars convention in a hotel.
What were people wearing?
Star Wars costumes. They were dressed up like their favorite characters from Star Wars.
Did Shawnee ever go to a Star Wars convention?
No, she has never gone to one.
Has she ever dressed up like a Star Wars character?
Once, when she was a kid, she dressed up like Princess Leia for Halloween.
Did people wear their Star Wars costumes to the latest Star Wars movie?
Yes, people were lined up for miles in their Star Wars costumes on opening night. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Starbucks. Let's get started.
Do you want to meet me at Starbucks after work?
Sure.
I'm craving an iced caramel coffee.
That sounds good. I think I'm going to get a peppermint mocha.
I wonder how many different types of coffee they serve.
There must be tons. I'm always confused when I look at the menu.
You know, Starbucks is the most popular coffee chain in the world.
Yeah, new ones are popping up everywhere.
Well, I guess it's a comfortable, relaxing place to go and hang out with friends for a coffee.
Exactly. That's why I like going there after work to unwind.
Me too. I'll see you there later today.
Okay, great. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions, then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Where does Shawnee want to meet after work?
Starbucks. She wants to meet at Starbucks after work.
When does she want to meet?
After work. She wants to meet after work.
Does she want to meet before work?
No, she wants to meet after work.
What is Shawnee craving?
An iced caramel coffee. She said she's craving an iced caramel coffee.
Is Mike craving an iced caramel coffee?
No, Mike isn't. Shawnee's craving an iced caramel coffee.
What type of coffee does Mike want to get?
Peppermint mocha. Mike thinks he's gonna get a peppermint mocha.
Does Shawnee want a peppermint mocha?
No, Shawnee doesn't want a peppermint mocha. Mike wants a peppermint mocha.
Did Mike say there must be only 2 types of coffee?
No, not 2 types. He said there must be tons.
Tons of what?
Tons of different types of coffee.
What did Mike say he likes to do at Starbucks after work?
Unwind. He likes going there after work to unwind.
When does he like to unwind?
He likes to unwind after work. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Titanic. Let's get started. How many times have you seen Titanic?
Oh my god, like 1 million maybe?
No, really, how many?
No, seriously, probably like 100 times. I've seen it enough to know all the lines off by heart.
Did you know that Leonardo wasn't the first choice to be Jack?
Really? Who did they want?
I heard they asked Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise first.
Wow, I can't believe that. I can't picture anyone else other than Leo playing Jack Dawson. He was wicked.
Yeah, he made the movie. Whenever you think about that movie, Leo always comes to mind.
That movie really launched him to superstardom.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Did Shawnee see the movie Titanic?
Yes.
How many times?
A lot. She said maybe like 100 times.
How many times did she say?
Like 100 times.
Was Leonardo the first choice to play Jack?
No, he wasn't the first choice to play Jack.
Who was the first choice?
Not Leonardo. He wasn't the first choice to play Jack.
Did Shawnee like Leonardo in the movie?
Yes, she said he was wicked.
Who was wicked?
Leonardo. Shawnee thought he was wicked in the movie.
Did Titanic help make him famous?
Yes, it launched him to superstardom.
What movie launched him?
Titanic. It was this movie that really launched him to superstardom. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson Tom Cruise. Let's get started.
Do you know who Tom Cruise Mapother IV is?
Who's he?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, I guess he shortened his name for Hollywood and dropped the title The Fourth.
How did he break into Hollywood anyways?
He started his movie career when he was 19 in a movie called Taps.
Was Taps a flop?
I don't know, maybe. I never saw it, but I know his first big role was in Risky Business.
Oh yeah, he was so cute dancing around in his tighty whities.
Then he became a full-fledged movie star after starring in Top Gun.
He has been in so many blockbuster movies.
What was your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
I love Jerry Maguire. You know, show me the money.
That was a great one. My favorite is Rain Man.
He has had a lot of high-profile marriages, too.
Yeah, he was married to Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes, but they all ended in divorce.
Oh well, there are plenty of fish in the sea. I don't think he'll have any trouble finding somebody else.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
How old was Tom when he started his movie career?
19. Tom was 19 when he started his movie career.
What was the first movie he was in?
Taps. Tom's first movie was Taps.
What was his first big movie?
Risky Business. His first big movie was Risky Business.
What cute thing did Tom do in Risky Business?
He danced around in his tidy whities. Tom was so cute dancing around in his tidy whities.
What movie made him into a huge star?
Top Gun. Top Gun made him a huge movie star.
What is Shawnee's favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Jerry Maguire. Shawnee's favorite Tom Cruise movie is Jerry Maguire.
What is the famous saying from Jerry Maguire?
Show me the money. The famous saying from Jerry Maguire is show me the money.
What is Mike's favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Rain Man. Mike's favorite Tom Cruise movie is Rain Man.
Has Tom Cruise been married before?
Yes, Tom has been married 3 times.
Did all of his marriages end in divorce?
Yes, unfortunately, all of his marriages ended in divorce.
Does Shawnee think he will find someone else?
Yes, of course, he's Tom Cruise. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Thai food. Let's get started. You know what food I crave from time to time?
What?
Thai food. I love red curry beef. But when I go to the Thai restaurants around here, it's just not the same. It's more like fusion.
I know. I love when we go to Thailand for the real deal. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it.
Remember that restaurant in Bangkok? They served the best spring rolls I've ever had.
How could I forget? You ordered like 4 servings. The waitress must have thought we were total pigs.
Oh yeah, I'll have to pace myself next time. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions, then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
What kind of food does Mike crave from time to time?
Thai food. Mike craves Thai food from time to time.
Does Mike love pasta?
No, he doesn't love pasta. He loves red curry beef.
What happens when Shawnee thinks of Thai food?
Her mouth waters. When Shawnee thinks of Thai food, her mouth waters.
What did the restaurant in Bangkok serve?
The best spring rolls. The restaurant in Bangkok served the best spring rolls.
Did Mike order 1 serving of spring rolls?
No, Mike ordered 4 servings of spring rolls. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, The Bachelor. Let's get started. You know what show is so addicting and I can't stop watching it?
What show?
The Bachelor.
Oh, I know that show. It is so cheesy. All those pretty girls fighting over one guy.
And if he likes them, he gives them a rose.
Yeah, at the rose ceremony.
Must be nice having 20 girls fighting over you.
Oh, please. They don't really like him. They are all there for their own gain. They're all aspiring models or actresses.
Oh well, I guess it makes good TV.
Yeah, great TV. I guess it's popular for a reason.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue, and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions, then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Does Mike like this show?
Yes, he said it was addicting.
What is addicting?
The Bachelor. He can't stop watching it.
Does Shawnee like the show?
No, she doesn't like it.
Why doesn't Shawnee like the show?
She thinks it's cheesy.
Why does she think it's cheesy?
She said it's cheesy because all the girls are fighting over one guy.
Does Shawnee think the women are serious?
No, not at all.
Why doesn't she think they're serious?
She said that they're there for their own gain.
Are they trying to get famous?
Yes, Shawnee said that they're all aspiring models or actresses.
Does Shawnee think some of the women are serious?
No, she said, oh please, they don't really like him.
Does Shawnee agree that it is popular?
Yes, she said it makes for great TV.
What makes for great TV?
The Bachelor, it makes for great TV. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, The Big Bang Theory. Let's get started.
I saw the funniest show today.
What was it?
The Big Bang Theory.
I love that show. My favorite character is Sheldon. He's so anal and opinionated, he tells it like it is.
Yeah, he's good, but you know which character I like the best?
Who?
Howard. You know the one who wears those retro clothes and lives with his mom?
Yeah, he's funny too. He's a real mama's boy.
It's such a good show about geeks. Everyone loves it.
It's the biggest hit on TV right now. Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Shawnee saw the funniest show today. What was it?
The Big Bang Theory. The funniest show that she saw today was The Big Bang Theory.
Does Mike like this show?
Yes, Mike loves this show.
What show does Mike love?
He loves The Big Bang Theory.
Who is Mike's favorite character on the show?
Sheldon. Mike's favorite character on the show is Sheldon.
Does Mike like Raj the best?
No, Sheldon is Mike's favorite character on the show.
Is Sheldon anal?
Yes, Sheldon is anal and he always tells it like it is.
Who tells it like it is?
Sheldon. Sheldon will tell it like it is.
Who does Shawnee think is the best on the show?
Howard. Shawnee thinks Howard is the best on the show.
Why does Shawnee think Howard is the best on the show?
She thinks Howard is the best on the show because he wears those retro clothes and he still lives with his mom.
Does Sheldon live with his mom?
No, Sheldon doesn't live with his mom. Howard lives with his mom.
Does Mike think Howard is funny too?
Yes, Mike thinks Howard is funny. He said he's a real mama's boy.
Who said Howard is a mama's boy?
Mike. Mike said Howard is a real mama's boy. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Wedding Crashers. Let's get started.
Have you seen the movie Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, a few times. It was awesome. Did you?
Yeah, I saw it and I laughed my ass off. It's hilarious. I love Vince Vaughn.
What's the other guy's name? The one with the crooked nose.
Owen Wilson. He's good too.
I like their sense of humor. It's like silly and sarcastic, all rolled into one.
Have you ever crashed a wedding?
Yeah, one time me and my buddies crashed a wedding. My buddy pretended to be a cousin of the bride. Then it got crazy because we ended up talking to the bride's uncle at the bar, and he asked us who we were. My friend said he was the cousin of the bride. The uncle was like, huh? I'm her uncle. How come I've never met you?
Oh my god. What did you guys do?
We slammed our drinks down and got the hell out of there.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Did Mike see the movie Wedding Crashers?
Yes, Mike saw the movie a few times.
How many times did he see it?
A few times. He said he saw it a few times.
Did he see the movie more than one time?
Yes, he saw it a few times. He thought it was awesome.
Did Mike like the movie?
Yes, of course. He said it was awesome.
Who thought the movie was awesome?
Mike, he said the movie was awesome.
Mike saw the movie, but did Shawnee see the movie?
Yes, she saw it too. She laughed her ass off.
Did she like the movie?
Yes, she thought it was hilarious.
Who thought it was hilarious?
Shawnee did. She thought it was hilarious.
Who laughed their ass off?
Shawnee laughed her ass off because she thought the movie was hilarious.
Does Shawnee like Vince Vaughn?
Oh yeah, she said she loves him.
Who does she love?
She loves Vince Vaughn.
Who was the other guy in the movie, the one with the crooked nose?
Owen Wilson. He's the one with the crooked nose.
Does Vince Vaughn have a crooked nose?
No, not Vince Vaughn. Owen Wilson is the one with the crooked nose.
Does Shawnee like him too?
Yes, she said he's good too.
Does Mike like their sense of humor?
Yes, he said they're silly and sarcastic.
Who is silly and sarcastic?
Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are silly and sarcastic.
Did Mike ever crash a wedding?
Yes.
How many times did Mike crash a wedding?
1 time.
2 times?
No, 1 time. Mike said he crashed a wedding 1 time.
Was he alone?
No, he was with a buddy.
Who did they pretend to be?
A cousin of the bride.
Was Mike the cousin?
No, his buddy was. His buddy pretended to be the cousin.
Did it work?
No.
What happened?
They got the hell out of there.
Did they leave slowly?
No, they got the hell out of there. Welcome to English Focus 5 lesson, Will Ferrell. Let's get started. Will Ferrell is by far the funniest actor these days.
I remember when he was on Saturday Night Live, he had a wicked skit where he was a male cheerleader.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious. He was amazing in the movie Anchorman, where he played that crazy news reporter.
I heard that there's a new one coming out soon.
Oh really? I gotta see it.
I saw the trailer for it and it looks hilarious.
Let's go when it comes out.
For sure.
Okay, let's start the questions and answers about this conversation. The questions are in blue, and the answers are in black. Try to answer each question. Press pause on the audio to answer the questions. Then start the audio to continue. Let's start.
Who does Mike think is the funniest actor?
Will Ferrell. Mike thinks he's by far the funniest actor these days.
Does Mike think Will Ferrell is a boring actor?
No, not boring at all. Mike thinks he's the funniest actor.
What show was he on?
Saturday Night Live. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Who remembered him on this show?
Shawnee remembered him on this show.
Did he have a good skit?
Yes, he had a wicked skit.
What was the wicked skit?
Shawnee said he had a wicked skit where he was a male cheerleader.
Did Mike remember this skit?
Yes, he thought it was hilarious.
What movie was he in where he was a crazy news reporter?
Anchorman. He played a crazy news reporter in that movie.
What did Mike think of the movie?
Mike thought he was amazing in the movie.
Does Shawnee want to see the next movie?
Yes.
What did she say?
She said she saw the trailer and it looks hilarious.
What looks hilarious?
The trailer for the new movie looks hilarious.